Why don't we just label things as y1, y2, y3? Yeah. There's multiple y's, and sometimes these numbers are kind of messy, and you sometimes forget to identify them. So just like you have a unique or original name, it's possible that someone has the same name as you, like there are 5 Emmas in grade 11, but we want to give functions unique names. So instead of calling them y, we actually give them a name. We call them the function f, the function g, and the function h. And the variable that is going to be included is the variable x. So this reads, I'm talking about function f, and I'm going to plug in x values. I'm talking about function g, and I'm going to plug in x values. I'm talking about function h, and I'm going to plug in x values. Remember, this is just a summary of what is going to come in the lesson today. What's the function test? Do you remember what the test is for a function? Yeah. Yeah, is it this way, like, yeah, vertical line test. So a vertical line test describes if something is a function. If the vertical line cuts the graph once, it's defined as a function. So this is yes to a function. If I turn that parabola sideways, or if I make a circle, that parabola sideways fails the function test. So the function test is a vertical line test. And you had to deal with that concept in Math 20. Is this a function, yes or no? Most math concepts that we learn apply only to continuous functions. Continuous is a concept that we'll have to prove in Math 31. So that's next semester. For many of you, we have to prove that the graph is actually continuous. Today we're going to look at manipulating functions. We're going to multiply functions, so numbers are going to come in front of the function statement, like 4f at x. Or numbers are going to go inside the input statement, like f at 3 or f at 2x. So it gives me a recipe for what to put in. Either put in a 3 every time there's an x, or put in a 2x every time there's an x, or take the 4 and multiply it in. We're going to see what that looks like today, manipulating functions. The other thing we're going to do today is add and subtract functions, y1 plus y2 or y1 minus y2. So the language of y's, it gets a little bit complicated with those subscripts. If you're in physics, subscripts are always a little awkward. You forget to write them, they get messy. So instead of y1 plus y2, it'll be f at x plus g at x. But that looks really big, like that takes up a lot of space. I can condense that by putting the two functions together, f plus g, and then say you're going to use the variable x. I can do the same with subtraction, y1 minus y2, or f at x minus g at x, which becomes f minus g bracket x.